Anne Burrell, the culinary queen who lit up our kitchens. Picture this: a spiky, platinum blonde chef bursting onto your TV screen with a grin that screams, "Let's make cooking fun." That's Anne Burrell, the rock star of Food Network who turned kitchens into playgrounds and made us all believe we could whip up a restaurant-worthy meal. But on June 17th, 2025, the culinary world lost its brightest flame. At just 55, Anne passed away in her Brooklyn home, leaving behind a legacy that's still sizzling. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the life, the trends, and the unstoppable spirit of Anne Burrell, a chef who didn't just cook, she changed the game. From New York to Toronto to London, her story is one of passion, flavor, and a whole lot of heart. Anne Burrell wasn't just a chef, she was a vibe. Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York in 1969, Anne grew up in an Italian-American family where the kitchen was the heartbeat of the home. Her mom, Marlene, would simmer marinara for hours, filling the house with the aroma of tomatoes and basil. Young Anne was hooked, sneaking tastes and begging to stir the pot. By her teens, she was hosting dinner parties for friends, serving up spaghetti carbonara with a side of her infectious laugh. That love for food led her to the Culinary Institute of America, where she graduated with honors and then straight into New York's cutthroat restaurant scene. She worked under giants like Lidia Bastianich at Felidia, learning to perfect handmade pasta, and later at Savoy, where she fell in love with wood-fired cooking. Her big break came in 2005 when Food Network tapped her as Mario Batali's sous chef on Iron Chef America. Anne wasn't just in the background. She was a force, chopping onions at lightning speed and trading zingers with Batali. Her fiery energy and razor-sharp skills caught the eye of producers, and soon she was front and center with Secrets of a Restaurant Chef, 2008 to 2012. The show was a revelation. Nominated for an Emmy, it felt like Anne was cooking alongside you, breaking down dishes with a best friend's ease. She'd demo grilled shrimp dripping with garlic butter, braised short ribs that fell off the bone, or her golden roasted chicken with herb juice, all while dropping gems like "season with love" and a little extra olive oil. Her mantra, "Don't be afraid to mess up," resonated with millions. From Chicago suburbs to Vancouver apartments to cozy London flats, viewers ditched their fears and got cooking. One UK fan posted on X, "Anne's chicken recipe was my first proper meal in years. She made me feel like I could do it." But Worst Cooks in America was where Anne became a legend. Since 2010, she co-hosted this reality juggernaut, taking folks who'd burned cereal and turning them into kitchen heroes. Picture Anne, arms crossed, watching a recruit mangle a carrot, then swooping in with a quip like, "We're not making confetti, we're making dinner." Her mix of drill sergeant and cheerleader made the show addictive. She'd push contestants to nail a hollandaise or flip a crepe, then hug them when they did. Over 15 years, she led her teams to countless wins, earning fans across the globe. Americans loved her Brooklyn grit, Canadians raved about her warmth, and Brits couldn't get enough of her larger-than-life charm. Just this spring, she was back in action on House of Knives, a high-stakes cooking competition where she out-chopped and out-sizzled younger chefs with dishes like her spicy, sausage-crusted pork tenderloin. Her final episode, aired in March 2025, had her grinning as she plated a perfect duck confit, saying, "This is what I live for." Fans on X are still raving about it, with one tweeting, "Anne was a queen on House of Knives. Nobody did it like her." Anne's influence is a wildfire in 2025, and her trends are taking over. First up, her cook without fear philosophy. She didn't want you to just follow her recipes, she wanted you to feel them. She'd urge you to ditch takeout and try her cheesy bacon-wrapped meatloaf, her crispy duck fat fries, or her zesty shrimp wontons with chili lime sauce. These weren't fancy. They were bold, approachable, and packed with soul. On TikTok, the hashtag #CookLikeAnne has hit over 1.5 billion views, with fans from Seattle to Birmingham sharing their takes on her recipes. A viral clip of a Toronto teen nailing her roasted vegetable lasagna went viral, captioned, "Anne gave me kitchen confidence." Instagrams flooded with reels too, Home cooks plating her garlic-studded pork roast or her lemony ricotta cheesecake tagged with Anne Burrell tribute. One ex-user in LA summed it up. Anne's recipes made me fall in love with my stove again. She was my kitchen therapist. Then there's her iconic style. That spiky platinum blonde hair wasn't just a look, it was a rebellion. Anne was unapologetically herself, and fans adored her for it. From New York's trendy salons to London's edgy barbershops, her bold aesthetic is sparking a wave of copycats. Her last Instagram post, a radiant selfie with Brooklyn's quirky Green Lady statue, a lime green mermaid sculpture in Greenpoint, dropped 4 days before her passing. It's racked up over 5 million likes with comments like, "You were our sunshine, Anne, and forever my style queen." Her wardrobe, bright chef's coats, funky sneakers, and statement earrings, has launched a 2025 trend called kitchen chic. Fans are mixing utility aprons with bold accessories, posting looks tagged number and style. A UK fashion blog, The Savory Wardrobe, dropped a Burrell blonde hair dye guide, calling it a tribute to a chef who lived loud. Even in Toronto, a boutique launched a line of Anne-inspired spiky hair accessories selling out in days. And don't sleep on her philanthropy. Anne had a heart bigger than her biggest cast iron skillet. She was a powerhouse for charities like the Garden of Dreams Foundation, which supports kids' education and passions, and City Harvest, which fights hunger in New York. She'd roll up to fundraisers with trays of her famous meatballs, juicy, herby, and served with her spicy marinara, and charm the socks off every guest. At a 2023 City Harvest event, she taught a cooking class to teens, joking, "If you can handle my sauce, you can handle anything." Her giving spirit is fueling a 2025 trend of chefs getting involved. Think pop-up charity dinners in Vancouver or mentorship programs in Chicago. A London chef tweeted, "Anne showed us cooking's about feeding souls, not just bodies." Anne didn't just cook, she wrote the rulebook. Her bestsellers, Cook Like a Rockstar 2011 and Own Your Kitchen 2013, are more than cookbooks. They're battle cries. Cook Like a Rockstar, a New York Times bestseller, is packed with dishes like lamb chops with roasted radishes, seared scallops with brown butter, and a chocolate hazelnut tart that's pure decadence. Own Your Kitchen upped the ante with crowd pleasers like red wine steak sauce, creamy mushroom risotto, and her game-changing pesto pizza. These books don't just teach recipes, they're a pep talk to own your kitchen with swagger. Since her passing, both have surged back onto bestseller lists. Bookstores from Boston to Calgary report fans scooping them up, with one Edinburgh shop owner saying, "People want Anne's magic at home." On X, fans share photos of her dishes. Her herb-crusted pork tenderloin is a standout, with captions like, "Cooking this for Anne tonight." Her TV magic was unreal, but Anne's impact went beyond the screen. She was a mentor to countless chefs, many of whom say she shaped their careers. At Food Network events, she'd hang out after panels, giving advice on knife skills or how to nail a beurre blanc. A San Francisco chef shared on X, "Anne gave me 30 minutes at a demo in 2017, told me to trust my palate. I owe her everything." Her generosity extended to fans, too. She'd reply to Instagram DMs with tips like, "More lemon zest," or tweet encouragement to nervous cooks like, "You've got this, Thanksgiving champ." In 2025, her mentorship legacy is inspiring chefs to mentor others. Cooking schools in Denver, Toronto, and Liverpool are launching Anne Burrell scholarships for young, underserved cooks, keeping her spirit alive. When news of her passing broke, the internet shattered. On X, the love poured out. Bobby Flay called her a culinary supernova. Guy Fieri said, "Heaven's Kitchen's louder now." Fans shared stories. A Chicago mom wrote, "Anne taught me to make risotto without crying. She was my kitchen hero." A Manchester student tweeted, "Her energy made me want to cook in my tiny flat." Food Network called her a one-of-a-kind talent whose passion inspired millions. From Miami to Edmonton to London, the love's universal. Behind Anne's chef's coat was a woman full of heart. She married her soulmate, Stuart Claxton, in 2021 in a gorgeous upstate New York wedding. Their love was rom-com worthy. She proposed, he cried, and they built a life full of joy. Anne was a proud stepmom to Claxton's son, Javier, her favorite sous chef. Their pandemic cooking videos, rolling pizza dough, decorating cupcakes, showed her warmth. A clip where Javier doused a salad with dressing and Anne laughed it off has millions of views. She leaves behind her mom, Marlene, sister, Jane, brother, Ben, and beloved nieces and nephews, Isabella, Amelia, and Nicholas. Her family said, "Her light shines forever, and we're all feeling it." Anne was Brooklyn to her core, hyping up local gems like her deli for pastrami sandwiches or her Greenpoint bar for gin and tonics. Her love for travel shaped her food. Her Oaxaca-inspired corn salad with chipotle crema, her Tuscany-inspired rosemary pork roast. In 2025, fans are cooking these, sharing tales of Anne's global palate. What happened to Anne Burrell? The cause of Anne Burrell's death remains unconfirmed, as an autopsy is still pending with the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner. She was found unconscious and unresponsive at her Brooklyn home on June 17, 2025, around 7:50 a.m. after a 911 call reported a woman in need of assistance. A New York City Fire Department representative told TMZ that the caller reported Anne went into cardiac arrest, but this has not been officially verified as the cause of death. Paramedics were unable to revive her, and she was pronounced dead at the scene. No public records or reports indicate prior health issues, and just days before, Anne appeared vibrant in her final Instagram post, smiling with the Green Lady of Brooklyn. Her sudden passing has shocked fans, with no further details available as the investigation continues. Her passing's a gut punch. Restaurants in Philly, Seattle, and Leeds serve her specials: her spicy sausage rigatoni, her lemon tart. A Brooklyn diner named its burger the Burrell with her aioli. Cooking schools host Anne Nights, plating her food, sharing memories. On X, the Anne Burrell tributes a flood. Fans, photos, stories. Anne's stories about joy. Her kitchen taught us to cook fearlessly, love fiercely. Her legacy's a call. Chefs teach, cooks go bold, fans live loud. So here's to Anne Burrell, our rock star. Let's fire up our stoves, blast tunes, and cook like nobody's watching. Her light's burning bright, from Brooklyn to beyond. Rest easy, Queen. You've earned it. And hey, if Anne's spirit has inspired you to keep the kitchen fires burning, don't forget to subscribe to Trend Stars on YouTube. Join our community for more stories about the icons who light up our lives, just like Anne did. And let's keep celebrating the legends who make the world a tastier place.